Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the lives and works of influential authors who've shaped the literary landscape. Today, we're exploring the fascinating life and legacy of Joseph Conrad, a writer whose works continue to captivate readers with their profound insights into human nature. Joseph Conrad was born Joseph Theodor Konrad Korzenowski on December 3, 1857, in Berdichev, Ukraine, which was then part of the Russian Empire. His early life was marked by turmoil and loss, with his family experiencing exile and hardship due to his father's involvement in Polish nationalist activities. This tumultuous beginning would later influence Conrad's writing, as he often explored themes of identity, morality, and the human condition in the face of adversity. Conrad's educational journey was unconventional, to say the least. He began attending school in Krakow, Poland, but his family's financial struggles forced him to drop out. Instead, he turned to the sea, enlisting as a sailor on French merchant ships at just 16 years old. This experience would become a defining aspect of his life and writing, as he drew upon his adventures on the high seas to craft some of his most iconic works. One of Conrad's earliest and most influential mentors was John Galsworthy, an English novelist who took the young writer under his wing. Their complicated yet supportive relationship is reflected in their correspondence and literary collaborations. Galsworthy's guidance helped shape Conrad's writing style, which would come to be characterized by its vivid descriptions of nature, complex characters, and nuanced explorations of human psychology. Conrad's major contributions to literature are numerous and profound. His novella Heart of Darkness is a seminal work that explores the darker aspects of human nature, as embodied by the enigmatic and terrifying figure of Kurtz. This masterpiece has been interpreted in countless ways over the years, from a critique of colonialism to an examination of the blurred lines between civilization and savagery. Other notable works like The Secret Sharer and Lord Jim further solidified Conrad's reputation as a masterful storyteller and philosopher of human experience. Conrad's writing was not without controversy, however. Some critics have argued that his portrayal of non-Western cultures is problematic, reflecting the biases and prejudices of his time. While it's essential to acknowledge these limitations, it's also important to recognize the historical context in which he wrote. Conrad's works were often a product of their era, yet they also challenged and subverted many of the dominant attitudes of his day. The legacy of Joseph Conrad is a rich and complex one, with influences that can be seen in literature, film, and beyond. His work has inspired authors like T.S. Eliot, George Orwell, and Gabriel Garcia Marquez, among many others. The themes he explored, identity, morality, the human condition, remain timeless and universal, continuing to resonate with readers today. One of the most significant aspects of Conrad's legacy is his ability to craft compelling narratives that explore the intricacies of human behavior. His characters are multidimensional and flawed, often struggling with their own demons as they navigate the challenges of an unforgiving world. This nuanced approach to characterization has influenced generations of writers, from literary fiction to genre authors like science fiction and fantasy. In conclusion, Joseph Conrad was a complex and multifaceted writer who left an indelible mark on modern literature. His life was marked by struggles and challenges, yet also by a deep passion for storytelling and a desire to explore the human condition. As we reflect on his legacy, we're reminded that good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. If you're new to Conrad's work, I recommend starting with some of his shorter stories, such as The Secret Sharer or Youth. These works are more accessible than some of his longer novels, and they'll give you a sense of his style and themes. For those looking to delve deeper into his oeuvre, I suggest exploring his letters and biographies, which offer valuable insights into his creative process and personal struggles. Share it if you respect honest talk about authors. Until our next chapter, remember, good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. This is Ernest, signing off. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about authors. Subscribe because we'll do this again. Until our next chapter, remember, good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. This is Ernest, signing off.